Okay, here we go. We're rolling.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Hot Rod Heavy. We are dealing with a 1970 bread truck, which is a P40 chassis by Ford. So it's got Ford powertrain, Ford training. What it has is a 300 inline 6-cylinder that is been rebuilt and it's fresh. It just had some really bad issues with carburation and ignition and you know, you look over here and you see on the wall there, firewall, you'll see a inline resistor had some electrical issues. Slide around and short out. So what we did is we took the original carb off, which was I believe it was a 225 CFM 1-barrel, and if you see here, we actually made a intake manifold with an aluminum plenum for the Holly 350, rejetted out to a 388 CFM 2-barrel. You know, the adaptation is actually really good for the older 300 inline 6s, 300 cubic inch. So what we're doing now is the accelerator and accelerator cable is completely different on this model, on the older model, than it is on the newer model. So we did a few modifications, and what we made here, my co-part here is Mika. He made a bracket to mount the and hold and clamp the accelerator cable so that we can get plenty of acceleration and be able to pull the accelerator as we go along. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and install this and go ahead and set it up and clamp down the accelerator cable, because it does have an up-to-date accelerator cable, but it's a clamp style that runs down to an accelerator linkage system, which mounts up under the floor there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and mount this. I'm going to get this breather hose here out of the way for the PCV valve. Get that up here out of the way. Now, the best application you can get for one of these happens to be non-electric choke. So you want to go with a manual choke, where you have to put a choke cable in it. You know, when you first fire it up, you give it about half choke, let it get warmed up, and then back the choke off completely. And she should idle real well for the 300 inline cubic inch 6-cylinder. So we're going to go ahead and mount this throttle bracket here. And we're using a lot of the old parts, the spacers and the rising spacers. We're just doing it a little bit different. We're going to kind of keep it in the same aspect, but it's going to be clamped and then put in an angle to be able to draw actually draw your throttle cable up in an angle so that it rocks it towards the left. So we're going to be pulling from the rock towards the right. We're going to pull from the left. So, and the application here is actually a really good application. The way that we came up and designed this, just essentially flat stock. The flat stock is cut down to size, and we're using the original bolt holes with actually the original bolts to hold this down, and it's going to work wonderful. I've done one similar to this on a boat on a Merc cruiser that had a Volvo Penta outdrive, which was powered by Ford. And now we're going to grab a couple of wrenches here and see. Let's get up here and go grab a wrench.